hard to have strength when there's nothing to eat, and it's hard to eat when you don't have the teeth. And how when you lose the one thing you love, there's nothing below and there's nothing above. Well, I've been going through changes. I've been going through changes. I've been going through changes with nothing at all. It's hard to accept what you don't understand, and it's hard to launch without knowing how to land. And how when it burns, you can't change a thing. Oh, you can soften the blow, but you can't stop the sting. And I've been going through changes. I've been going through changes. I've been going through changes for nothing at all. Nothing at all. For nothing at all. Well, I'm still yours, even if you're not mine. I stare at the floor and I study the lines. What took my place in the back of the crowd? Baby, I couldn't see, but at least it was loud. At least it was loud. And I've been going through changes. I've been going through changes. I've been going through changes. And I know that I needed changes, but not this, 'cause this is not painless. No, this is not painless. Nothing at all. I made it from pieces of stars, the ones that fell when you shot through. A sky that burned not to return, no other element would do. Her soul was grown in the bathroom, her heart is just a red balloon. I gave her lips from wild orchids when she came out of the cocoon. Not the real thing, not the real thing, not the real thing. I can barely see the sun, now it's blue. I can barely see the sun because she is like a prototype. I programmed her with eye color, majestic emerald green, uploaded with your attitude. She will machine, but no matter how hard I've tried, she never smiles unless she's And just like you won't ever stop crying. Not the real thing, not the real thing, not the real thing. I can barely see the sun, now it's blue. I can barely see the sun, because your kiss is like a prototype. Kiss is like a prototype of you. Ladies and gentlemen, front, left, right, back again. Who is it?
Violated people
In the house again. It's the people, yeah, back again. For the very fourth time. Don't worry if I write checks, I write rhymes.
Bring that back to the top, man. Yeah, you like that, right? I need to hear that from the top. Yo, Bad, bring that back.
Yeah, back again. For the very fourth time. Don't worry if I write checks, I write rhymes. It's a new year, okay, got to confess. Like I ain't no more, but it's no less. Back again. Yeah, reversing any curses. Back to jumping in crowds, spilling on chicks' purses. Dilated peoples. Back again, back again.
The crew never left but came back.
Amazing.
Like tomorrow on these yesterday cats. Learn to stay vested in stay awake and out of the federal state traps.
Yo, we back again.
Kinda like Bush and Blair. Some were scared, some would just wish they cared. Never too late to prepare, as many things you fear have been in place for years.
Back again. Who is it?
Dilated.
In the house again. Set to pack 'em in. Ladies and gentlemen, front, left, right, back again. Who is it?
Violated people
In the house again. It's the people, back again.
For more titles, rings, and plaques, belts, trophies, and banners, and things like that.
Like that. Oh, definitely like that. AMC, dilated people. Hey, yo, Rock, I don't think they understand, man. Yo, bring that back.
Back again.
For more titles, rings, and plaques, belts, trophies, and banners, and things like that. For the passion and stacks of this cash, we play through pain, mostly come home to switch bags.
Back again.
To get my squad back on track, staples in the parades, I'm talking back to back. It's dilated and we're back
Again. Yeah, they stuck it different. And rain was on the way because the weatherman predicted. In the house again. I ain't getting wet. Kick a hole in the speaker, pull the plug. Still my people showing love. Think different outside the box. Y'all want a lot of a little, we want a little of a lot. In this world, evidence, all I got's my words. Spinning 33 and a third to make the DJ spin it. Back again. Who is it?
Dilated.
In the house again. Set to pack 'em in. Ladies and gentlemen, front, left, right, back again. Who is it?
Violated people
In the house again.
still remain. You gotta be well-rounded bird. Look out for the fastball, sliders and curves. And I'm hitting home runs outrageous.
See the sun.
Yeah, turn my mic up. Woo. Yes, Bruce Wayne. What happened, Mini Mafia? Yeah, it's the king of the diamond, man. Let's go.
Yeah. When the fans ain't cheering, tickets ain't selling, and the crowd ain't staying, I heat it up. When the paper ain't rising, numbers ain't climbing, the cameras ain't flashing, I heat it up. When the pressure start building, the team ain't winning, and the phones ain't ringing, I heat it up.
Yo, T-Reps, man, let them know y'all kings of the diamond, man.
I heat it up.
Hot off the thermostat. Yo, tonight's the night, no turning back. I'm nervous, lace my cleats and it's on. Smack it out the park, home run bomb. All around, play a pitch and play the outfield. My agent saying that I could get a shoe deal. I need the fame. Than the chains, clicks in Sports Center, chicks screaming my name. See, I'm a rookie, but better than a veteran. Trying to take my team to spots they ain't never been. Ninth inning, put me in, I'ma get a win. I always come through late like Letterman. Ticket sales and the seats is up, and the vets on my team saying keep it up. This is my life, the chicks, the cheese, the trucks. When the pressure's on, I'ma heat it up.
I heat it up.
When the fans ain't cheering, tickets ain't selling, and the crowd ain't staying, I heat it up. When the paper ain't rising, numbers ain't climbing, the cameras ain't flashing, I heat it up. When the pressure start building, the team ain't winning, and the phones ain't ringing, I heat it up.
Come on. On this one, we going head to head. You either with us or you against us, man.
If you a rookie, hold it down, man. Dominate out the gate, don't look like a clown, man. Nope, cause if your fans start frowning, best believe you getting shipped out of town, man. So from Jump Street, let them know that it's real. Be a leader, showcase your skills. And in the crunch time, don't catch the chills. Keep the offense strong, keep the D on their heels, yeah. And the critics will respect your game. Other teams will be scared when they hear your name. Be ahead of your peers with your game. And when it's all said and done, you still remain. You gotta be well-rounded, bird. Look out for the fastball, sliders, and curves. And I'm hitting home runs outrageous. This the life of a star in the majors.
When the fans ain't cheering, tickets ain't selling, and the crowd ain't staying, I heat it up. When the paper ain't rising, numbers ain't climbing, the cameras ain't flashing, I heat it up. When the pressure start building, the team ain't winning, and the phones ain't ringing, I heat it up.
We in the clutch right now, baby. You know, this is rivalry, man.
Now I'm doing interviews, big backyards with swimming pools, signing autographs in the schools. Yeah, I'm living the life. G4 with my foot up in the air. You're looking at the rookie of the year, but I gotta keep practicing. Keep hitting the gym to lift weights. Coach say I'm too thin. In the batting cage, swinging at the ball. This time next year, I'ma be an all-star.
I'm too nice, I heat it up like a radiator. All around gang, Sledge is a major player. I steal bases from player haters. Game winning RBI and the ninth, go and make the papers. Stay focused, always play smart. When you see them pitches coming, knock them out the park. Come prepared, bring your A game. Hold it down on your field and on away games.
When the fans ain't cheering, tickets ain't selling, and the crowd ain't staying, I heat it up. When the paper ain't rising, numbers ain't climbing, the cameras ain't flashing, I heat it up. When the pressure start building, the team ain't winning, and the phones ain't ringing, I heat it up.
Yo.
I heat it up. When the fans ain't cheering, tickets ain't selling, and the crowd ain't staying, I heat it up. When the paper ain't rising, numbers ain't climbing, the cameras ain't flashing, I heat it up. When the pressure start building, the team ain't winning, and the phones ain't ringing, I heat it up.
We going head to head on this one, man.
I heat it up.
tires. We're counting the number of tiles in the ceiling. Head for the hills, the kitchen's on fire. I used to rely on self-medication. I guess I still do that from time to time. But I'm getting better at fighting the future. Someday you'll be fine. Just I'll be just fine. Tell me that you're alright. Yeah, everything is alright. Oh, please tell me that you're alright. Yeah, everything is alright. Give me a reason to end this discussion, to break with tradition, to fold and divide. So let's not get carried away with the process of elimination. I don't wanna waste your time. Tell me that you're alright. Yeah, everything is alright. Please tell me that you're alright. Yeah, everything is alright. Tell me that you're alright. Yeah, everything is alright. Please tell me that you're alright. Yeah, everything is alright. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Everybody's in the disco. Everybody's on the stereo. Everybody's on the list, so everybody's gonna see the show. Here we go. Everybody's on the radio. They'll never fade away. They'll never fade away. They'll never fade away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody's in the disco. Everybody's on the stereo. Everybody's in the mix, so everybody's gonna see the show. Here we go. Everybody's on the radio. They'll never fade away. They'll never fade away. They'll never fade away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here we go.
when the end is never. So come on, and party people, put your hands together. Come on, and everybody put your hands together. Grab up on the hip, flow and dance forever. The party starts now when the end is never. So come on, come on, come on, and everybody put your hands together. Grab up on the hip, flow and dance forever. The party starts now when the end is never. So come on, come on. Verse 2, just can't stop the groove. You move back and forth like real smooth. Cause everybody's singing and laughing, hands are clapping, their fingers are snapping, the feet are clapping, the party jumping like what? We came to break down and shake down and take down to the underground. There's a newfound, profound, funky sound. We came to break down and shake down and take down to the underground. There's a newfound, profound, funky sound. Verse 3, yeah, but the party ain't over because the people still dancing, they just dance a little slower. Like nod your hair from side to side and shake your hips from left to right. And just for tonight, man, the body's fighting, man. You can chill, man, the left and right brand. Cause it ain't worth it, yo, not on the floor. Cause if you want a good time, I can keep it no more. And everybody put your hands together. Grab up on the hip, the flow and dance forever. The party starts now when the ends and never. So come on, come on, come on. And everybody put your hands together. Grab up on the hip, the flow and dance forever. The party starts now when the ends and never. So come on, come on. We came to break down and shake down and take down to the underground. There's a newfound, profound, funky sound. We came to break down and shake down and take down to the underground. There's a newfound, profound, funky sound. Now everybody put your hands together. Grab up on the hip, the flow and dance forever. The party starts
Inside my ears, a clear
Well, I